Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Brianna and this is my channel where we talk about manifestation, mindset, self-development, fashion, and so much more. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to be respected and how to get others to respect you. So, before we get into it, first of all, listen to the ambiance. Listen to the birds. Beautiful. Second of all, please like and subscribe because that can really help me out. All right, so how do we become respected? How do we become respected individuals? How do you gain respect of others? And it's really quite simple. You just gotta set boundaries. You need to respect yourself by setting these boundaries. Because when you think about it, the most respected people have boundaries. For example, certain celebrities, like Beyonce. People respect Beyonce. She has a boundary about her, right? Because you can't get that close to Beyonce. That's a physical boundary, right? Think about your teachers and stuff. Think about all these people that you could respect and think about the boundary between you and them, right? The common denominator here is a good, healthy boundary. I've noticed here and there and everywhere that people who are generally respected have immaculate senses of boundaries. So how do we set boundaries? Well, there are really three types of boundaries, I would say. One, a verbal boundary, which can be like physically saying, no thank you, or I can't commit to that. Second of all, is a physical boundary. If you can't really be affording to spend time with a person for too long because they drain you or whatever the case may be, then a physical boundary would be, instead of spending a whole day with them, maybe only spending 2 or 3 hours of the day with them, like that. And then hold on, I gotta sneeze, I think. Nope. But a third boundary would be a mental boundary. So that is keeping your thoughts about yourself separate from the thoughts about what others may think of you. Sorry about that. I'm thinking about some serious allergies. Okay, I'm good. But those are the three types of boundaries. And setting boundaries can be so difficult, especially coming from someone who's a people pleaser. But boundaries are necessary whether you're setting them to get respect or not. So you'll notice that when someone starts to set a boundary, right? People at first will probably be like, what the heck, man? And they might get pissed off at this person or they might get upset. But it's just because they aren't used to the change. They aren't used to your behavior in the moment. So people don't know what else to do than have a reaction, right? But once people get used to you and they get used to your sense of boundaries, you become a separate person. You're not as easy for them to access. You're not as easy to be manipulated or anything in that sense, right? And then people are like, whoa. Because deep down, we all want to have that boundary. We all need to have that space for ourselves. So people will be like, oh my God, who is she? I love that you're just able to stand up for yourself. You're such a strong, powerful woman, or you're such a strong individual. You're such a brave man, You'll have that energy about you. And this all happens through boundary setting. The only way you can truly gain respect isn't by being older than someone, isn't by having more money or more time or more experience than someone. It's because you, well, maybe it can be as well, you know, but it's because you set boundaries for yourself and you have such a good self-worth that people will automatically be attracted to that and respect you and appreciate you and be able to recognize and say, she's good, you know? And I think a really good way to think about this is like TikTok or social media it girls, right? Like Sophia Richie Grange, she recently blew up on social media for her huge old money, beautiful wedding in, I think, in Italy or the south of France, I can't remember which. And people respect her because she went from, you know, dating these horrible guys, having this, like, you know, nothing out of the ordinary of a style. But she did what she had to do. She worked on herself. She set her standards. She decided to stop going with these guys who would treat her horribly. And she set a boundary for herself and her relationships that I'm only gonna date this guy if he treats me right. And look at the man she's dating, Elliot Grange, a rich man, a nice man. The only people he follows on Instagram are his wife and his business. Like, come on. People respect him and her for that because they have immaculate self-worth and boundaries. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you have an amazing day. All right, bye-bye.